Welcome to Satsunami. Oh god, I'm so sorry for this. I'm looking at the screen, I'm just like, I am so sorry. I have done this. It's like years of our friendship built up just for this moment.
Years getting taken off all friendship and probably getting taken off my life doing this, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
So
you know what? It is worth it. I've got a coffee here. I've got a back door that I can run out of if worse comes to the worst.
please don't leave me on your stream. Don't leave me alone on this.
It's like, that's the door.
It's just me for the rest of the 9 hours, just being like, hi everyone.
Yeah, we are. So, some of you might have known if you were in the Satsunami Society Discord server, where I'd put out a message asking. It was actually a thing that you'd brought up, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Like, I can't remember what stream it was. It was either the Sonic OCs one, which was the stream you just saw there, or it was one of the Fall Guy ones.
I believe it was Sonic 06. I just like to talk about the the Hedgehog game, which was kind of what started this.
It's a beautiful phenomenon. So, like, if anyone, just for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, yeah, for some reason, Sonic the Hedgehog especially has like a community of people who make like fan characters, which there's nothing wrong with it, but it's gotten to the point there's so many of them that you can literally type in any name the Hedgehog. So, for example, Craig, you've got like a very special one to you for Craig the Hedgehog.
The Craig the Hedgehog one, So the first, I'll be totally honest here. So when I first started looking at these things, I was quite mean about it, and I was doing it to kind of get kicks out of it. And I've actually grown to sort of unironically love the Craig the Hedgehog. The one that's online in particular is fantastic. I've spent hours looking at it and breaking it down. It's an incredible piece of work.
Just on the wall and everything.
It's just red lines everywhere. Like I've got a big sheet on the wall with like red tape everywhere and lace and all that, just trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
So basically, before we kind of start talking about these things, first of all, I just want to kind of disclose and say, like, this isn't like a mean jab at anyone who makes Sonic OC characters. This is like purely for fun and kind of just jabbing at the kind of the more ridiculous aspect of it, I suppose. Basically, there's a lot of characters where what the people who create them do is they put like likes and dislikes onto the character, and usually it's a bit of a contrast, isn't it? It's like some of them will be really serious, like he loves saving the world, he loves, fighting injustice, and then it's like, and he loves chocolate, and it's like, I didn't know that was in the same league as fighting crime. And it's like dislikes, because I know the one for Craig the Hedgehog, it's like, what does he dislike? It's like he dislikes injustice, his friends getting hurt, the dentist, and it's like, wait, what? Why?
I always like it because there's always like this element of like they understand the very basics of character, which is you have to have relatable. Characters be relatable, but that doesn't mean you have to give them a dislike, which is like noble life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we don't know like if Captain America doesn't like clowns, we don't need to know that. Like it's just, we know he doesn't like injustice, and that's enough to work on a character.
Oh, it is amazing. So yeah, let's jump into our first character. Well, we start with yours, Craig. Seeing as you're...
That sounds good.
Why not? Okay, so this is our first character. This gives you a very good example. You know what? I've got my coffee here. I'm just going to drink this, and I'm going to let you describe what's going on here. What was your muse for this? Your inspiration?
I'm looking at it back now. Like, what did I even do here, man? Okay, so first of all, I created the character on what was the website?
It's Newgrounds.
Newgrounds.
Yeah.
Newgrounds. So I created the character, and I unintentionally gave it a bit of like a Christmas motif. It says Craig the Hedgehog, but I don't think hedgehogs have wings or tails and stuff like that. But I just went with it.
What does it say though? OC, do not steal Greg.
Well, I don't want Greg to steal it. Like, what?
Okay, fair point.
So I made him 21 and 3/4 years old, which is obviously the coolest age. They're always like one of the cool ages, so it's either 18 or 21, depending on the drinking age in your country. So that's usually like a good tell. Design-wise, I liked his buff arms. I had to put the buff arms on, but there wasn't buff legs, so I was a bit sad about that.
Yeah.
And I kind of made like a punk rock thing. So his likes, we've got pancakes, of course.
Oh yes,
Beer, he drinks a lot of it and is cool.
that's true.
Linkin Park's first two albums only. Rock music and cozy socks. I'm assuming those like trousers that he's wearing are just giant socks.
Yeah. Well, Jesus, what they go
Oh
all the
no,
way to his
programming socks,
torso.
please don't. Java socks.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all the way up. It's like a onesie he's wearing basically.
oh Jesus.
So dislikes, I've got leg day, obviously, because look at the size of his arms, but look at everything else.
Yeah.
Christmas, because people keep comparing his costume to a Christmas costume. Villains, and the ever-present forward march of time, constant reminding Craig that he is mortal and one day unceremoniously perish, leaving behind no legacy or impact in a cruel and unfixable world. Oh, and he doesn't like vegetables.
Jesus.
And his big quote is "ow," from when he fell down the stairs that one time.
What was
And
it? Evil?
that's
Was it an evil set of stairs, or was?
Oh, it was on Christmas Day when he was after leg day when he was chasing a villain eating vegetables.
Oh, right.
So it all kind of it's like it's a thing.
Yeah, so it's building on the pre-existing lore of Craig the
Yeah, yeah.
Hedgehog then. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So
That's like Craig the Hedgehog Begins. That's what like the movie's all about.
I mean, if you throw a Brussels sprout in there, then yeah,
Yep.
you can link three of those points together.
That's what he slipped on at the top of the stairs to fall down them. So yeah, all in all, that's it. That's Craig the Hedgehog.
I do.
I also like his Lego shoes.
Yeah.
I wanted to make the blocks yellow, but you couldn't do it on the thing. And I wasn't going to go and like play with paint myself, but there you go.
That's amazing.
Oh, and I made the thing in paint just to give it like good old excellent, badly cropped feel to it.
Oh Jesus, that's amazing.
Thank you.
So yeah, that is a very strong start, I must say.
Thank you. It's everything I love about.
Yeah.
I tried to get everything I loved about the
OCs,
Sonic
yeah.
OC stuff into one picture. I think I did a decent job.
No, I do. I think it definitely sums up. It's a good starter to kind of sum up what we're talking about here, with like the likes, the dislikes, and yeah, just there's always like one quote at the end, and it's always something like "Don't hurt my friends" or something like that. It's like, oh Jesus. I also like the green tongue. I don't quite get why, but I'm just.
I just wanted to. It was the symmetry. I really like the symmetry of like green boots, green gloves, green hair. It's like something else needs to be green.
Yeah.
Maybe that's from the last time he ate vegetables. That isn't a face of like I'm a cool punk. It's a face of
Yeah. Of course. Very, very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So moving on to the next one, we have two entries from Wonko, who is in the chat. So Wonko, hello. So Wonko's actually asked Craig, was that your wrestling costume, perchance?
Not my current one, but it's my next one I'm getting. Yeah, I've actually put an order in for it.
Is that your away strip, essentially?
Yeah, exactly. Cup final cut.
So this is the first one. This is Wonko in his base form.
Oh yeah.
It just sounds so silly saying that. And this is him going, as we say, even further beyond. Wonko the Sane Ascended, or as I like to see him as, like after he plays Dark Souls. That's just what you turn into if you just don't win. So yeah, let's hide that one and let's just focus on this one first of all.
It is something I love about the Sonic OCs. There's like a lot of them, if you dig through them, there is like, because Sonic has like the supersonic thing, doesn't he? Where it's like the different foams, and like there's a lot of them where if you type in your name, the Hedgehog, there's a lot of them that are like, he can turn into supersonic times 1,000 ascended plus 12 god and all that stuff. Brilliant. So yeah, love a good second form when it comes to these things. That gets marks.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, Wonko has his likes, dislikes, and quirks listed. So Wonko, his likes are parties, drama, and alcohol. Okay, I can see that with the design. His dislikes, hats, scary stories, and hard work.
It's like I think I'm getting like a surfer dude vibe from this, like with the hair and the, the spikes, I guess.
Yeah, it's all relative, man. His quirks he has put as eats very little, gestures a lot, and always has perfect posture. And interpersonal interactions has a bad reputation, blatantly prejudiced, and loves attention.
Wow.
That is incredible. Yeah, well, I can imagine you being in like the supermarket, like Tesco or Morrison's or something, and then all of a sudden this guy ambushes you and is like, "What you doing, kid?" It's like I feel like you would have to call the police at that point.
Me and all the bros at the beach were talking about how masks are just part of the government plan to keep us all silenced. Oh no.
All I'm saying is, no, all I'm saying is, would you believe a conspiracy theory like that if this is the guy who was saying it? I mean,
honestly, I believe it more than like. That's already so crazy. I feel like I'd have to.
Yeah, I know that. I think that's the first question you would be asking. You would just be like, "What the, what the hell are you? How do you even fit a mask on?" Well, he's got like the side mouth, doesn't he? Like the rubber neck. Yeah, the rubber neck mouth. Like, oh. So yes, that is Wonko's entry, which is, dare I say,
incredible.
Chef Kiss, absolutely fantastic. So the next one we're going to go to is we're going to go for S Banks's. So this is actually the one that kicked off this whole idea, isn't it?
Yes.
So basically, when I was doing my Sonic 06 stream, I was talking about Sonic OCs, and I made a joke of, oh, what would Satsu the Hedgehog look like? To which S Banks made this like wonderful thing. Yes, it is glorious. So yeah, as you can see, he has got the teal skin, which kind of makes him look like he's been through Chernobyl and back.
Yeah, definitely like a sickly green man.
I know it's supposed to be teal. I know that, but it's like, oh no, yeah, and the orange fur and everything. So S Banks has put in the likes. He likes Twitch streaming, of course. Satsu the Hedgehog would. Dislikes. Coming up with likes and dislikes lists, of course. Yeah. Very, very, very good point. The other dislike he has is people grabbing in Fall Guys, which is not really a dislike, it's just a fact of life. If you like people grabbing you in Fall Guys, you are what's wrong with society. But yeah, that is... I don't know, I do like the design. It's a very...
I love the orange. Like the orange, like is just a perfect. I don't know. It's just so bright and like it's like it is the perfect cartoon orange. You know what I mean? Like that. I could see that version of Sonic, maybe less sickly, but like the orange part of it, it's like almost perfectly Tails' color. It's like really good.
Wonko said in the chat, S Banks' OC is simple and elegant. I'll agree with that. It's the right color palette that he's used. But it's just the look of him. Do you know what it reminds me of? It's like, you know, when you see those bootleg Sonic, like the Obama. Have you ever seen the Obama like backpack? It's like Sonic the Hedgehog like miscolored on it, and it's like it's got like Obama and Harry Potter or something on the side of the bag, and it's like, what is this? It's like,
looks like the kind of game you'd pick up like the Barrows, and it's like Sonic the Hedgehog 72 plus Dante and Knuckles or something. Man, it looks brilliant.
I would play that. I'm not gonna lie. If I could stream it, I would. Don't get in my way. Okay, so that is entry number 3. I think strong entry so far. Oh, actually, I have forgot to put an entry, so I'm just going to leave you with this. Yeah, do you want to guess what's going on in this picture?
Well, he has put. I'm on the Discord just now.
Yeah, you're gonna.
So I'm just looking at the actual likes and dislikes. So this is Adam's monstrosity, Mishmash the oddity. I love it. I love everything about it. It actually looks like I don't know if it's the tail, but I'm sure. See when there's the famous Looney Tunes where Daffy Duck's fighting the animator. Oh, and the animator's slowly redrawing him as he fights it. This is what it looks like at the end.
It is amazing. It's because I remember, all I can say is it's not what I expected from Adam. I'm just going to say this now, is not what I expected. And I think the first comment was either from Green Shield or Wonko that said, oh God, the feet.
The feet are something else.
The feet are, yeah, let's not go into that too much. So, yeah. Adam, he has put the age of this character as 0B11100.
which is of course, what is it? Satsunami? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's 28. And
Yeah.
the only reason I know that is because like I looked it up last night because we were talking about it. I was like, what? Because I was like, why did you put your thing as 0B11100? And it's like, oh, it's binary, and I'm like, he is an oddity indeed. So I'm going to be honest. I absolutely bloody saying powerful feet and Marta saying Sonic the Hobbit. Oh god. So yeah, his likes.
Sorry, I just need to stop you. I'm just thinking about Sonic the Mishmash the Hobbit here. Imagine if Saruman's face when this guy gets taken to Isengard, like we found the Hobbit, and it's that.
You don't.
What have you done?
You don't want to see me when I'm an oddity. It's like, oh no. Jesus. Can I just say I absolutely adore the likes and dislikes that Adam has given to. So let's get to it. So Mishmash the Oddity, quite an interesting chap. His likes are ethical quandaries that get people talking, Louis Theroux, and the fact that he has no mouth, so spiders can't crawl in.
It's if that's what you're worried about, then
Yeah.
yep.
Strong likes. And his dislikes are a spray from the ocean, movies with non-linear storytelling, and the fact he has no mouth, so he can't try Pocky.
That's pretty gutting.
That is a tragedy. That is a modern day tragedy, isn't it?
It is indeed.
It's like imagine a world not having Pocky. I've actually got some right beside me. I'm looking thinking, I can't live in a world where I don't have it. Well, not Pocky, but whatever the other brand is.
Well, you've got it in front of us. Tell me.
Well, I've not got the packet in front. I've been the packet.
Okay. I thought you were eating out of the packet, like just like tipping them. Like I'm disappointed now.
I'm a streamer. I'm not an animal. Jesus.
Oh, just saw Satsu the Hedgehog. You really, obviously, are an animal.
Well, aye, clearly. Yeah. there'll be redesigns there, don't you? Oh,
okay.
You're just like, yeah, sure.
Yep.
And of course, the favourite quote from Mishmash the Oddity is, "You need a lobotomy. I'll get a saw." Oh, I love how edgy. That is like a general thing where it's like I mean, do you want to explain the edginess of some of these characters?
Well, I mean, the most famous one is the teleports behind you, nothing personnel kid, isn't it? That's like
the Cold Steel,
top.
the Hedgehog, yeah.
Yeah, but there always has like a nice degree of edginess. Like, I can't really blame people though, because obviously Sonic themselves always like to lean into this for like giving Shadow guns in that game, and like, well, I mean, everything that Shadow says really is basically like off the track 8 of a metal album. So it's so it's like things that are just like so edgy. So yeah, no, I'm a really big fan of this one. I love see people that like ethical quandaries that get people talking. Usually that just means you're an asshole. Like like, it's the kind of thing that gets like you go into a party and just drop an argument and everyone's like, oh man, I don't want to do that again. Let's just kind of stand in silence now. I love that.
Like, you can imagine all these OCs getting together for a party and you've got Mishmash. Like, see, the thing I'm laughing at is I'm thinking of the way he walks, and because he doesn't wear shoes, you can hear like the flap of his feet. Just the like, you know the way Pingu walks. It's like just the flap of the feet. You're just like, oh god, here it comes again. He's like, so guys, how about those masks? And it's like, Mishmash, I swear to Christ. Not today. Oh, so moving swiftly on from indeed that oddity. So yes, we have two more to show you guys. We have, you might have saw him flash up on the screen there. We have Green Shield the Hedgehog, which, yep, this is an entry, of course, from Green Shield 95. And, yeah, it is quite spiky, I have to say.
I love the double shading on the beard. I don't know if it's a beard or what you'd call that bit of the face on a hedgehog. I'm not a biologist, but I love how it's got like brown, orange, ginger. It's got like these different shades in it. It's like a 3-dimensional beard. It's like different layers to it. There's a lot of spikes and I love it. Yeah. I also like he stole Dr. Eggman's shoes, or Dr. Eggman's suit and wore them as shoes. I'm not sure on that. I can't take my eyes off it now.
Was it just? I was going to say, is his feet that big that he just has to put on like his entire outfit? Because he is a Dr. Eggman is a chunky boy. I mean,
He is a chunky boy.
He would need you would need a lot from that.
Maybe it's like a custom thing you can get off like Redbubble or something, where it's like
Etsy.
yeah. It's like Dr. Robotnik sponsored shoes or Eggman, sorry, or whatever. I always get that wrong. But
have you ever seen some of those where it's like just blank like white ones, but they've like spray painted it in like proper Sonic shoes, and it's like you've literally bought a pair of cheap white shoes and you've just spray painted it red. And you put a bit of duct tape around the middle to be like, oh look.
I love that. I love stuff like that, man.
Oh, it's so funny. I mean, it's like, it's slightly off topic, but the delusional artists subreddit. You see some of them, and you're just like, oh my god, never again. So yeah, sorry, let's jump into also puke bags. Hello. You're right on time because we actually haven't got to yours yet. We're saving the best till last.
Wait, mine was first. What do you mean, best till last?
yeah. Start off strong.
Okay, yeah. Backtrack.
Yeah, this is the retcon. Yeah, where's the button to end the stream?
Book Craig from the chat.
Yeah, it's like, well, that is all the time we have. Anyway, so Green Shield saying it's my beautiful boy. So yeah, let's talk about Green Shield's likes. So Green Shield the Hedgehog likes cola, surfing, streaming, and chicken nugs.
Dang chicken nuggets.
Dislikes mushrooms, posers, and Eric with a K. You know what you did, you jerk. In brackets. Well, first Greg, now Eric. I feel bad. If anybody's called Greg or Eric, I apologise, but you know what you've done. His quirks are absolutely tubular, surfs on his overly large shield.
Shaka brat.
That is true. I always remember those t-shirts. I don't know if they're still popular or not, but the ones where it used to just be like the huge like surfer logos and things like that. I don't know if that's still a thing.
I always remember that.
There, but...
I always remember that meme. That was like one of the first memes that really like got me into memes. It was like a granddad or something standing next to his kid, and his kid has like the surfer logo on. The granddad's like, "But you don't even surf, you fucking pose," or something like that.
That's
so
amazing. Good. Oh, that is so funny. So his interpersonal interactions. Super laid back, loves to keep it real, cool with pretty much everybody, and arguably problematic. I mean, that is a pretty strong.
I love the loves to keep it real. That's like that's always an alarm bell for me.
Yeah.
Like whenever someone says it's like
tell
I met someone. Yeah, and it's like. Just because you think you tell it how it is doesn't mean you always do. You know what I mean? I love it. Reminds me of like people that say I've seen it before. Someone said to me, "Oh, I'm a Marmite person." You know, some people don't like me, and some people do. And it's like, no, that's not what happens if you call yourself a Marmite person.
I'm actually surprised. So I was just going to say, I'm surprised they took that as like a compliment. That 50% of people hate him and 50% like him.
I don't even think it's that much, man. When it comes to Marmite.
That is aiming low in life.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus, poor guy, poor Marmite man.
That was their name, strangely enough. Yeah.
Oh, Marmite man, cruel parent. Mr. and Mrs. Marmite. Yeah, moving swiftly on from Marmite the Hedgehog. Yep. So, we've got one more entry. That, of course, being our very good friend Said, also known as Puke Bags. And I have to admit, I do really like this one. I think it's like a really good design.
Yeah.
It's like just enough that it's over the top. It's got a lot of oohs and...
I love the sort of, I don't know what I'd call it, like the
eyes.
2008 pop punk to it. It's like the tartan skirt, and the hair tie at the edge of the hairs and stuff, and the lip piercings. It's like everything that I thought 2010 would look like when I was in 2005. You know? Yeah. It's like that amazing bit of like pop punk kind of like I don't know, like Glastonbury Festival goer kind of thing. It's got all that.
Yeah, he definitely did a good job with this one. It was not what I expected, but in a good way. Like,
I also got to love the tattoos as well.
oh,
The wave and the butterfly. They just I don't know, the whole image is so perfect. I love it.
yeah, it's beautiful. So yes, this is Shizuka I hope I said that right. Shizuka Scarlet Yagami, which nice Death Note reference there. And what I love about this one is the, like, I don't want to say emojis, but like the XD and things like that beside them.
It's so good.
Yeah, I think that like crowns it. So it's like likes anime, shadow uwu, candy, Taylor Swift, hand holding, blushing face. Dislikes meanies, Sonic. Oh, right, because okay, I get that.
It's a baddie.
Yeah, because he's the goody two shoes, and Shizuka does not go with goody two shoes.
Exactly. It's the I love Edward Cullen, isn't it? It's the bad boy thing.
Yeah. I love Puke Bags is saying in the chat, raw 2008 energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. And
I know what they listen to as well. It's definitely Fall Out Boy. Like I just know if there's any music, it's Fall Out Boy right now. Uncle, please confirm in the chat.
Yeah. Puke
Bags, sorry, you can confirm in the chat if they listen to Fall Out Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, Puke Bags is saying I should have added Twilight. Holy shit. Yeah, that is true. And then Wonko following up saying very Penguin of Doom holds up sport. Oh God, do you remember that one? Yeah. Oh
yeah, Roar as well.
Roar XD.
I love this. This is so good.
It's perfect. Makeup, haters, and I love this one at the end. It absolutely blindsided me. So again, we've got dislikes, meanies, Sonic, makeup, haters. 15th century feudal Japan. 16th century is okay. I was like, okay.
It's like the perfect thing of like because on mine I try to sort of do the same thing, but it's like I only like Linkin Park's first two albums. So I love this thing of like I don't like 15th century feudal Japan. I only love this. It's so good. It's just taking that joke and just taking it to the next level. It's just so good. It's so funny. Well done.
I know. I love this. Congrats. You did amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna go through like all of them again. So yeah, and then I'll just put a poll up, and yeah, I'll let you guys vote. So as I said, first of all, get this away. First of all, we have Craig the Hedgehog, OC Donut Steel, Greg. I love it. Sorry, just off topic. I love how Greg is in like red text. I just noticed that. Like, that is amazing.
Thank you.
So of course, as you can see, this is Euro C, which I think is great.
Thank you.
We have Wonko's OC, which is pretty much a chill surfer dude, very spiky, and if you tick him off, he turns into this.
Sorry.
Okay.
I thought I could hold it together and then I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. I was debating muting myself, but I couldn't even reach the mic in time. I just love it so much.
It's so good.
It's so helped by like the generator as well, because it's like the ears go from small to huge and the nose gets bigger and like the wing, like everything is so funnily done. I'm just so fun.
It's just like, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Oh!
Yeah, there's such a Dragon Ball Z vibe to it with the background changing colour as well and the buff art. Yeah, it's just it's so good.
I do like the addition of smallpox to remind us of our own mortality. So yes, we've got Wonko's entry. We have Adam's Mishmash the Oddity. As we know, the oddity without a mouth, but abnormally large feet. I'm sorry, I'm just reading I'm reading the comments, and Puke is speaking like an old man kind of on the rocking chair going, ascended indeed. I ascended looking at that. Oh my god, I'm just reading the chat. Yeah, they're going wild for Wonko Unchained. So yeah, Mishmash the Oddity, with the big feet. we have the OG, of course, Satsu the Hedgehog, which is pretty much the one that kicked this all off, really, so thank you for that. We then have Green Shield's character, Green Shield the Hedgehog, Spiky Boy, both on the head, on his face, and on his arms. Yeah. Spiky Boy. And last but not least, we of course have this amazing one. So what I'm going to do just now is I'm going to put up a poll and just see, basically what everybody thinks. But what would you say your favourite, other than your own, obviously? But what would you say?
I definitely love mine. I'm not gonna say otherwise. I'm unashamedly my own biggest fan. There's none that I don't like, if I'm being totally honest. I love that they've all perfectly got like a different bit of the absurdity of it all.
Yeah.
Which is what I really like. So I'm just kind of scrolling through the Discord looking at them all now. I love the original Satsu one with the colours. Like, it's just so funny. It was like such a good job. It's such a good idea. Just keeping it real with that. And then the Wonko the saying the two forms. The second form looking like some kind of like crazy Dragon Ball Z villain that said like the Tournament of Power or something. Like, I'm pretty sure if they redid the Broly movie with Wonko the Saiyan ascended, nobody would notice. Like, it's just how absurd. I love Green Shields, like, because Green Shields to me feels like it's so close to being the actual like protagonist of a game, and then just taking that a little step too far, which is what they always do in these OCs. So I love that as well. It's like we've got a really simple design, and then let's just keep making it busier and busier and busier and busier, which I really like. Puke Bags is incredible. Like, just the 2009 of it all is so good. And Mishmash the Oddity. I mean, just incredible.
So, I've got a bit of a problem here. It turns out, like, for the poll, there like is one less space than I thought there would be.
Dun dun dun.
I'm just wondering. In fact,
well, take mine out because I'm on the judging panel.
You sure?
Yeah, I forfeit. You know, I know in my heart of hearts that I would have won.
Yeah.
So I'll open it up to everyone else.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, everyone. Please don't hate me.
Oddity. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock just as we do this. So we've got Satsu the Hedgehog, Wonko, Green Shield, and Puke Bags. Okay, so the poll has started. He's a winner in our hearts, Puke Bag says.
Thank you. I'm just laughing at the thought of like what we're going to do when the person actually wins. Do we have to like, in like The Simpsons, like, does it not Krusty the Clown has to sing like to Lisa when she wins the beauty pageant or whatever it is? I can't remember what it is now, but he's like has to sing this terrible song to it. Do we have to do that?
No, absolutely not. I'll be like, oh no, my audio's breaking up. Green Chill saying, I would have voted for you, Craig.
Oh, thank you.
I do like your one, I have to say. I thought yours kind of like encapsulated it perfectly. In fact, I'm going to bring yours up just as we're talking about it. Because let's see, because I do like the fact it's like pancakes, beer. The thing that got me, because I was trying to describe it to, I think it was Adam or someone, I tried to describe it to him last night, and I just absolutely lost it when I got to the dislikes. So it was like Leg Day, Villains, Christmas, and it was just the ever-present forward march of time constantly reminded Craig that he's mortal and one day will unceremoniously perish, leaving no legacy behind or impact on a cruel world, an unfixable world. Vegetables. It's like, oh my god.
That's what makes it like. I was debating adding an extra quote in for like Shakespeare or something just to give it the same juxtaposition, but I thought it was just funnier with the one, like just one not like horrendous like quote dislike, and then everything else being so noble. I was very proud of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have put like a quote from like some generic, not Game Boy. What'd you call it? The like your standard grade English. Like from The Great Gatsby or something.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking of doing Macbeth. It'd just be like, what the world is all a stage, and, whatever it is, the guy playing the guitar on the stage signifying nothing or whatever it is. There goes my Macbeth knowledge there, showing you how much I remembered standard grade English, but biting your thumb, but not at me. That was Romeo and Juliet. But you get the point.
Yeah. You could have put that in and just been like, yes. It's like to be or not to be from the Da Vinci Code. Putebag saying F's in the chat for that, Chad. Yeah, that is definitely one hell of a...
Oh yeah, if this guy like comes up, he's gonna steal your girl, isn't he?
Yes.
Mr. Steal Your Girl, Craig the Hedgehog.
So, yeah, we've actually got a winner now. So, the winner is... I don't know if I can find it.
I'll just keep improving this trombone, that's fine.
Game going. Are you done?
Well, I don't know. Are you ready? I'll keep
No,
going.
I'm ready.
Okay, I thought you were.
Like, Craig, the 12 hours are up. I've been streaming for 12 hours. Craig, I thought you were supposed to be gone by the group.
Just don't hang up the whole day.
I know, it's just like, no, I'm just going to stay on the whole way. It's like, please go. It's like, no.
Just turn the music on every game. I'm going to improv the music. It's a 12-hour improv trumpet stream. Anyway, sorry.
So, yeah. No, it's okay.
This isn't about me.
Yeah. No, go on. No, so the winner, as judged by the audience, is of course Shizuka, Scarlet Yagami. And just to recap, of course, likes anime, Shadow, Candy, Taylor Swift, which is such a basic thing, but I actually love it.
I love Taylor Swift as well, though, so don't diss.
Yeah. And of course dislikes minis, Sonic, makeup, haters, and 15th century feudal Japan, or 16th century, if that's okay. Or 16th century. Just out of curiosity, what is the image on the t-shirt? I have no idea.
Yeah, I looked as well, but I couldn't quite figure it out.
Yeah, Putebags, if you can sorry, Putebags saying... Oh, it's Taylor Swift.
It's Taylor Swift.
Is it? Oh, right, okay. Maybe it's because of the...
So it is. I couldn't tell because of the scarf and the hair. I can't. It's the hair that I always think of Taylor Swift for.
Yeah, it's hidden by that wonderful scarf.
The Tom Baker effort there.
Yeah, love it. So yeah, well done to Putebags for winning. In fact, let me get an applause sound effect, which... This is why I bought a Stream Deck, just to give myself applause.
This is why I bought a Stream Deck, to do this exact thing.
It's like, you know, yeah, the guy looked at me like I was crazy, and I was like, listen, I'm going to do a Sonic OC contest, okay? So I need a Stream Deck for it. And he'd be like, you sicken me. So. Also, I just love seeing the background, just all the faces. I know I said this before, but see the one at the bottom left, where it's the closed eyes and the flower?
Yeah, that's so good.
I've seen that before as well.
It's like so many like notebook doodles that, you know what I mean? It's that kind of stuff.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It's like, you know when you dig up a time capsule and it's like there's a time capsule from 2008. It's just it's been dug up and this is what we've found.
Yeah, I don't know if because obviously you moved house a couple of years ago, but when I moved house, I like dug out a bunch of notebooks and stuff that I had from like school and stuff, put them in the bin.
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully, but like a lot of them I was just like, bloody hell, I wrote a lot of crap down.
Oh yeah, it's like some of the stuff you read from back then, you're just like, huh, interesting. Like I remember I had I can't remember, I think it was like early high school that for some reason I had to do like one of these time capsule things.
Oh, yeah.
I remember like I sealed it. It was like they gave you like a empty 2-litre bottle and you had to stuff things into it and then you taped it up. So you weren't allowed to open it up. But we recorded it on like, remember the old Walkmans that had like the floppy disks?
Yeah.
You could play on. So I remember opening it up in 2010 with this floppy disk being like, I have got no way to play this.
You just physical media is just gone now.
Yeah, it's like there is literally no way I can play. In fact, I think I forgot about it till the year after I was supposed to open it up. Wonko sorry saying Shizuka lurks within the heart of all millennials.
It is truly just a perfect encapsulation of our high school days.
It really is. I absolutely love it. So yeah, bravo for that. And Craig, thank you so much for... I'm going to keep it up on the screen. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me in this.
No worries.
It's very interesting odyssey, I want to say, of emotions. But yeah, no, thank you so much.
I would just just to entertain the chat, I'll quote Shakespeare himself when he said, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Is that off of Wikipedia?
Poetry Foundation, thank you.
Okay.
And now for the next 12 hours, I'll be reciting the works of Shakespeare.
I'll be doing my own freeform poetry. It's like, and with that, we will see.
Well, thank you everyone for listening to me. If you want more from me, I'll just do my plugs now while he's off. If you want more from me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all those things at Beer and Chill Podcast. We release every
Are you
Monday.
shilling for yourself?
Yes. You didn't throw it to me.
I was just about to. So...
Well, is it
I'm
entertainment
joking.
thing? And I don't have.
No, go for it. Sorry.
As I was saying, on Beer and Chill Podcast, I'm not the host, so I don't know how to actually do these things. I just get questions thrown at me and I answer them. So you left me to improv. I was like, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I'll just go to finish. Cut to the end. Let's do the last minute of the podcast.
So Craig, where can they find you?
That's cut to finish. Mute the mic.
Yeah, sorry.
You can find the Beer and Chill Podcast. We come out episodes every Monday. Recently, we've been going through all the Assassin's Creed games in order. That's been an absolute odyssey and a journey. We also do films, TV shows. Sometimes we chat about culture. Sometimes we chat about wrestling. I think it's a good time. I think you will as well. So give us a shot. You can find us on all good podcasting networks. If you want more from me in particular, you can find me on Instagram at Martin McAllister. When I usually put up stuff to do with working out, wrestling, and trying to emulate how much The Rock eats. That's kind of all from me. Thanks for having me on Saturday. I've been enjoying your stream so far, the 12-hour marathon that you're doing.
But no, in all seriousness, go check out Craig on both Beer and Chill Podcast and everywhere else he's mentioned. He does some amazing work with it, and I was actually, and I'm not just saying this because you're on, but genuinely, I was listening to your episodes on Assassin's Creed the other day, and it's really interesting stuff that you guys were talking about.
It's been fun to go back and look at obviously you get to experience this in the same way as well, but it's been fun to go back and look at games from 20 years ago and be like, what the hell was going on? Assassin's Creed was about 15 years ago, I think, sorry, the first one, but it's been such a great experience. Like kind of what you're chatting about Pokemon Green and stuff. It's like in your head these games change and stuff. So no, it's been really really exciting.
Yeah, no, it is great though. Yeah, so go check that out. And yeah, again, thank you so much for sitting through this with me.
No, it's been my absolute pleasure. That was a good laugh. So thank you very much for having me on. And thanks everyone in the chat for not running away. So
yes, thank you.
Speaking of running, I'll probably I'll leave it to you now and see you at Sonic Mania.
Yeah, see you over there. Right, thank you again, and see you later, Greg.
Hoodles.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Satsunami, a variety podcast that talks about topics from gaming and films to streaming and general interests.
Previously on Chatsunami, we discussed Game of the Decade, Deadly Premonition, the romantic thriller Birdemic, and listen to us get all sappy as we discuss our top 5 Christmas films.
If that sounds like your cup of tea, then you can find us on Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, and all good podcast apps. As always, stay safe,
Stay awesome, and most importantly,
stay hydrated.